What are you currently working as? I am working at a startup right now. Um, yeah, it's almost been 2 years. I think we're closing at the end, as in we'll see what happens next. For a second I was like still thinking Control Warrior, but I think I still keep the Slam and Acolyte. Preset does 60% of the time. Discover via Draconic studies. Got it. So they don't actually necessarily run it. Yes, I'm still in the Bay Area. Um, yeah, for those of you guys who haven't gotten the news, I bought a townhouse slash condo thing in the Bay Area. So, you know, gonna stick around for a bit. I'm not gonna move anytime soon. I don't know. I guess unless work is going somewhere else. But so far, planning to stay put. Yeah, that's good though. Like, I didn't explain my reasoning. Just getting some pressure, getting some damage in. So that's good to hit twice or hit 3 times, and then we can get the Corcoran to face. But I know there's kind of this exodus from California or Bay Area. People moving to Texas, people moving to SoCal. So I've seen people move around. All right, let's do a slam first, and that's good because I want to hopefully set up an inner rage if he can't clear. And we just need charge. And sorry, it's like it still drops frames roughly 10 or 12% of the time. It's something with I think it's just the Xfinity is not really stable upload unless you pay for their more expensive plans. I want to switch over to AT&T later on, but I'm still on the 1 year contract. All right, let's do slam, or should I just do battle rage? Just battle rage and then like everything face. That seems okay too. Can we play OTK Knife Juggler in Classic? I don't think you can. No, because you need some of those newer cards, right? You also need the one that makes the Juggler immune. Unless you're talking about some other kind of Knife Juggler. Maybe you have to explain how it's done. All right, there we go. What are the I'm trying to think what are the kind of meme decks in Classic. Like Milrogue. I don't think Milrogue is such a thing. There's Mildred. Mildred is kind of a meme deck that was in Classic. You would just have the naturalizes and cold lights. So I guess that kind of works. What else? What else was a meme deck? I don't remember if Malagos Rogue was such a big thing. I think you kind of needed the Emperor. It wasn't. It's not very strong without the Emperor. Yeah, keep a slam. I don't think there's anything more memey than Lock Shadow's OTK Oregon Warrior. Well, I remember one of the first comments that I heard about it. So when I did, that was the really free to play one, right? The one that was only common cards. So you can see that this has Armor Smith, Wild Pyro, but it was the one that was like only common cards. And then I forgot who commented, but there was like, how come I see all these Mad Bombers on ladder all of a sudden? And then had to go look up what the heck kind of deck that was, and then they saw the posting. But yeah, I guess a big characteristic of what people saw was like, oh, why is Mad Bomber a thing again? I guess that was kind of memey. I don't really want to use up the Inner Rage right now. I'm gonna be greedy, see if he doesn't have the coin, and then I want to use Slam instead to activate the Acolyte. Well, I probably should use Slam on this. Okay. Alright, let's just use one of these. It is getting damage in, so I guess it's not a total waste. Just for card draw. Yeah, Mad Bomber is a fun card. Sometimes it's better than Wild Pyro. It doesn't need an activator. And sometimes you drop it on turn 2 against Zoo and it clears the board. I think everything just goes face here. I'm not even sure it's worth cracking that open. I don't think I want to do Cold Light. But I also want to save these for like Whirlwind. Let's see. See if we can get a Whirlwind effect. Okay, got that. And the Battle Rage. Okay. We'll just trade. I've done enough damage to face to put him into, the typical combo ranges 22, 26, although I use one in ranges, so 22 is good enough. So it's more about not dying. Just make sure we don't die to combo, and then we'll have our combo. There's Worgen. I'm one off. I still need the rampages. Although I wouldn't have had enough mana for the rampages. Let's just set up like this. He can try to overdraw me by trying to clear both. And I overdraw one, but then it's kind of a waste of his turn, right? He should be taunting up, developing stuff rather than just trying to clear my minions. Alright, I have lethal anyways. Yeah, Inner Fire Priest was kind of memey. Valen Priest. Yeah, that was a thing, right? I'm trying to think if I played Valen Priest before, but I think I waited until there was until Emperor was a thing. But yeah, even in the standard one, you have Valen, Mind Blast, Smite, and then you have Alex, right? But it's not necessarily like a full OTK. That's why you need an Emperor, so you'd have Valen double Mind Blast, Smite, something like that. With Thalnos. Was that? I think that was full lethal. So if you have Valen and you have Thalnos and then you have double Mind Blast, those deal 24 total. 24, then plus a Smite is 30. Yeah. But you would have to discount a lot of stuff. I think I keep Pyro because it's Shaman. Need to clear those totems, and then the rest of this seems fine. I forgot there was a trap like Eater in Classic other than Flare. Flare was the only one. There was no Secret Eater. There was none of the... When did Kazan Mystic come out? I remember I was that kind of guy that played double Kazan Mystic in my... basically all my decks to play against Freeze Mage. Was that kind of person. And then you would play against Laughing, the Freeze Mage god, and he would get really... He'd be like, what are you doing? Why are you playing double Kazan Mystic? You always grab their ice blocks. Perfect. I get a full clear. That's why I keep the Pyro. And it's a body on the board too. Laughing Lock and Zeta were all my favorite streamers. Aw. Glad I made it to the list. But yeah, Laughing is good. I like watching his streams as well. Has he stopped streaming, or is he still doing that? I think I just get rid of that. Just need a charge. Oh no, Earth Shock. But yeah, Zeta Lai was also kind of interesting. He would play a lot of interesting decks. If I had Battle Rage, I would do the Armor's Mist, Slam, and then Battle Rage. But I'm okay just doing this too. I don't think there's an easy way for him to clear it. I want to save some of the weapon charges too, in case there's another Feral Spirits coming down. Guys, that's the thing that really stops the OTK, is just multiple taunts. If only I can get Battle Rage. I can slam and get Battle Rage, and I can use coin to proc that. This might still be worth multiple draw. Coin. And then use an execute. I want to save the Inner Rage. Picked up my second execute anyways. Worth hitting face. If I don't hit face, I'm one off if I pick up the charge. But I have... one of these can go face too, so... He did comment on the classic announcement. Let me see. As in, like, he was planning to play a lot of Freeze Mage again, maybe? Alright, charge. Alright, I can execute this if needed. There's the charge. And it's just because I picked up the Inner Rage, so I have lethal. Otherwise, I would have been one off again. The one Freeze Mage. Yep. There was also, I didn't have to drop the Worgen early on too. Like I could have gone with the Loot Hoarder instead of, and then I would have, I would already have the Worgen for some of the lethals set up earlier. He'd have gotten 2 armor from Maiden. Yeah, because I don't think I would have had enough armor to, sorry, enough mana to armor up after. Interesting setup. I don't know if I really want to swing at this thing twice. I think I just save. I think I save until I can Cork on that. Seems like a really big waste of an axe. In this case, Slam. I was thinking about dropping Worgen, but Slam seems good here. Especially that Worgen charge, so we'll just save it for the combo wombo. All right. Let's see, Argus. Be a pretty weak Argus. Acolyte and then Slam. I could also do Corcoran, but I think this looks good. Try to get into the Whirlwind effects and Pyro. I really want to be greedy with the spells, so I can save it for the for Wild Pyro, for Acolyte, for Armorsmith. I think just using it simply to get rid of stuff, unless I really need to. Like otherwise, I just die. Yeah, that because now that Whirlwind's pretty valuable. I guess I do this so I can get a Battle Rage off, and then executes the Direwolf or Inner Rage on it. Since I have 2 executes, I'll use one of the executes. Probably better. Save in rage for the combo. Ooh, give me a rampage. And that goes face. Go face. Ah, I would have had lethal. Seems stupid to play Cold Light because I'm so close. I think I just do battle rage for 1. And then I think this is okay. Cleans up, and then it gets me ready to knock over the taunt. Okay, so since I have 2 rampages, actually he gave me lethal because of this, so that's nice. Yay! Yay for Flame Imp! Flame Imp lethal. Yeah, impressive that this deck still has, you know, like, after all these years, still proven true, right? Wish I had discovered it earlier, back in the days of Classic. It would have helped me with like climbing before. Because I always thought that, like, I wanted to get Golden Warrior. It was the last uh this for pressure or not? I think I need some card draw. It was the last class I got golden. Well, now I don't have Demon Hunter golden, but that's a different story. But because it was so expensive. But if I had known about this deck back then, I would have gotten it first. It probably would have been a lot better at Hearthstone. The first deck I used to hit Legend was Murloc Zoo, or Murloc Warlock. And that was during the Nax time. When Nax came out, I didn't have gold to, I couldn't afford Nax, so I could only play with non-Nax cards. And turned out that, you know, Murloc Zoo could do okay, even against Nax Zoo. It was kind of interesting. Well, he had an awkward time dealing with that one. Let's try again. I don't think I use any of the combo pieces. We're gonna have to try to get him down into lethal range though. Alright, so there really is a combo there. Draw first. Damn, I wish I ran into that. I wonder if it's just double cold light. Second combo is good. So now I have 26. You know, can easily just get Corporon Axe Face. Whoa, he's gonna draw more. He didn't get enough. Alright, so he's setting up. I think he probably has combo. How can we... I don't think there's a way to play around the combo. So we just set up for our combo. Although, wait, with the execute, is there a way now? So now we just do this. Now we're playing our own combo and we can set up our own. Perfect. Perfect. Yes, he went face. He fell for it. You fell for the combo. He could have just taunted. It's okay. People need to learn the hard way. Learn their lesson. You're not safe. 27 health is not safe. $14 damage combo LUL. I guess it's a interesting age. I wonder. So, how are you handling the you know, whole study from home and not going to school? It must be tough for this generation of students. You know, some years are more formative than others, but yeah, because that's one thing of the school I always look forward to is just being with friends, being with classmates. It's a pretty different experience when you just stay at home. I guess I keep this. But I'm sure people are creative too. Like, you know, figure out how to still connect with friends and stuff. 19. All right, so you're maybe in college or should be out of high school. Although I shouldn't say those like things. Should be or whatever. Everyone has a different path, so you know, nothing wrong if you choose a different path than what's more traditional or not. Let me just get rid of that. He can still Flame Tongue, that's a little bit annoying, but then at least he doesn't have like double things punching with Flame Tongue. There are many paths in life. Lockdown, yeah. Lock Shadow down. Interesting why you didn't just use your face. Really worth giving up the armor on that. I don't think it's worth dropping Worgen because of the coin Fire Ellie. Gonna get an Acolyte. I'm gonna still get an Acolyte if I do Slam. But if I don't get the Acolyte, then I probably just, like, I'm trying to think what I slam. I could slam this. If I get Acolyte, then I Acolyte Whirlwind and finish this off. But if I don't get Acolyte, do I even use a Whirlwind? I think I do this. Slam is good. So I punch here, and then I slam this, and then Whirlwind. Ah, where's my minions? Well, I guess since I have 2 Whirlwinds, I'll use one. Do I really care about getting rid of this? Because I think I just Colite. And then I have... how about I do this? I get rid of this, I use the execute to preserve this so I could get a better Battle Rage. And maybe I can get a 3-card Battle Rage if this stays alive on board. Dong Hammer. I'm getting close. 22 damage. I think we just throw these guys on board. See if I can sink another 2 damage. Yeah, he's used 1 Rock Bite already, so I don't think I die. Hopefully he just has Fire Ellie. Just Fire Ellie the Korkron and then double tank the Worgen. Seems reasonable. Or if he wants to go for the Lightning Storm. works too. Light won't really protect you. Try to coordinate it with a drop. Kind of worked. Just got my old Twitch account when I was 14. Can't believe that emote is still here. Hey, Yukos man, how's it going? Yep, one of the old-time mods. Actually, I don't think I have like. I don't know how many people are still mods and who are still active Twitchers. All right, I don't know about keeping the whirlwind. I think this is good enough. Kept 3 cards. Wasn't there some theory back in the day, like the more cards they keep, the more likely they are or aren't zoo? I didn't remember the theory behind that. I guess zoo has so many hands that are playable that they're more likely to keep more cards versus handlock. You're looking for very, very, very specific cards. I think we need to get rid of that. For zoo, you're just looking for 1-drops, right? And you just have, I don't know, half your deck are 1-drops. Or at least a third. And then for handlock, you're just looking for 4 cards in particular, like Drake and Mountain Giant. I'm being kind of greedy here. I could have dropped Armor Smith as well. It's a little bit better against the Divine's Shield. But I'm just saving it for more health gain because there could just be a Soulfire that comes down. Okay, gonna go for the card draw. Looking for that Wild Pyro. Yeah, because that Wild Pyro, Slam, Battle Rage, that's a pretty nice clear. Okay, this might be worth Whirlwind, especially that it buffed that instead. So we'll go with the double Armor Smith then. You know, hopefully they stay alive so I can get a Baby Rage. Yeah, this one's a good song. Let me turn it up. Okay, can we get the Pyro finally? Okay, another Whirlwind. Something. So drop this. Maybe it's worth keeping both armor smiths alive. Just do this. The double armor smith turn, and they still stay alive for the second turn. Craigasm. How many taunts does he have? Crazy. Oh my god. All that armors. Strike. It's lethal, right? 12 plus 6. Oh, I was gonna be like, you should get a Doomguard by now. Just put a paper bag over it. It's not so obvious. It's like, it says mango. This is like a mango wheat ale. So it's just juice, mango juice. Hey, Ken Masters. Yeah, it's been a while. I study engineering. I guess I wouldn't really call myself an engineer necessarily. I do work a lot more, and it's not necessarily by training. It's just like by interest. You know, everyone's doing machine learning and those kind of things. I kind of jumped on that bandwagon. I think it's fun. Nice Japanese whiskey. Oh, the Suntory. I had one of my friends gifted me a bottle, and yeah, that stuff is good. I had it a couple weekends ago. This skin is pretty cool. Is this one of the ones that you could choose when you hit? Oh, I haven't chosen my skin yet. I wasn't really sure which one to choose. You know, I think when you hit level 100, right? Every time you hit level 100, you can choose a skin. What field of engineering? I study electrical engineering in my studies, so both undergrad and for grad school. Not as much traditional. I know traditional, okay, like really traditional would have been like power electronics and signal processing and those kind of things. But I study more on like the physics side, lasers, optics. So in some places they call it engineering physics or physics engineering, something like that. Centauri's nice. This one is Nico, even better. Okay, I'm not expert on whiskeys, but you know, I do enjoy it, so I should get more into it. Need to have whiskey tasting. I want to guess that's misdirection, because why would you put a explosive trap here? And why does Face Hunter have 7 cards in their hand? Anyways, if it's misdirection, do I just tank it and then just get the other stuff to face? It's more about making progress, not necessarily like saving health there, because like, yeah, it's quite a bit of damage to take. You consider electrical or computer or CS, went with mechanical, and graduated last year. That's cool. So I'm taking it if you had some interest in all those areas like electrical, computer, CS. Did you? Because like mechanical, there's always this overlap, right? I don't think any of them are really individual. So like if you do robotics, you need to program if you want to work on robotics. So whether you do that in mechanical engineering, like mechatronics, right? You can do that in electrical engineering. You can do that in mechanical engineering. It's not really a hard boundary there. All right, I need to get my armor smith soon. There's my armor smith, and there's my pyro, so perfect. I can actually kick 3 spells off if I want to use the rampage on the pyro. So now that could be explosive trap because it lines up well. I'm kind of curious if it's even worth triggering the explosive with these, because I don't even get any of this damage to face, so better just to leave it as armor gain, right? Well, if I do this, I can still get some damage from the Korkron to face, so I think it's better to do it this way. And do I do another spell or just trigger? Because if I trigger, isn't that the same amount of health? And plays around the second unleash a little bit, so I don't have such a massive board. And just need a Worgen. You started electronics engineering and ended up computer science. You probably made the better choice in the end. I mean, career-wise. Just more options with computer science. I kind of wish I had done that whenever you go to job fairs and it's 90% CS. You kind of feel like you chose wrong. But in the end, it's just what you enjoy. If you don't enjoy computer science, then don't pick it just because it's like easier to get a job. Mechanical is good because it gives you a little taste of everything, but it can also see a drawback. You don't dive as deep into other subjects. I didn't feel that way as much about mechanical engineering. What I heard, and I've had friends that did bioengineering, that's kind of what they feel like, because they had to learn a bit of, a little bit of bio, a little bit of mechanical engineering, a little bit of electrical engineering, and it's also not as, it's a newer field compared to all the other ones, so fewer accredited universities that have an accredited program for it, so that makes it hard to get recognized, hard to like feel like your degree means as much as for others. So I can do the loot charge. That means I'm giving up any chance for lethal this turn, because I can do Cold Light into one of the Worgens. Do I Gamba? Because if I do loot in that and I'm at 13, he needs to deal 8. How likely is that? Maybe it's not so likely. So let's try this. Because he might have some dependent cards like another Unleash the Hounds, which can't do any damage right now, so it's just a dead card. And another Kill Command, which he needs a beast for. So let's see. When I was going to career fairs, most companies look for civil engineers or CS majors. That's interesting. Civil engineers over mechanical engineers. Why is that? So in grad school, I had a bunch of like civil engineering friends, and like almost none of them got internships that's like during the summertime, because it was so hard to find a civil engineering job, which is kind of crazy. Am I gonna cold light for lethal? As in like use a cold light to charge? Murgle, Murgle, Murgle. Nah, I guess I am. The charging Murloc. I guess I could have gotten Battle Rage for the actual Worgen, but whatever. Good enough. Yeah, and this is in California too. So I don't know what happened. Like, you know, they're at a good school. So why can't they find internships? Having no idea why it's useful in the real world, and then not having that context, and then you just don't pay as much attention to it. So there's a lot of things that even, you know, I actually enjoy self-learning now. I didn't really enjoy it as much in school. But self-learning now is just because I apply it right away. It actually helps me get my job done. And I can see how it helps the company make money. So all the context is there. Oh, this is like the first hand lock? Let me draw first. I feel like the face damage is not so critical in this matchup. It's really about getting the, drawing to the combo. I was considering even not arming up, because I have the Battle Rages in hand, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get smacked in the face with a Giant, or like a Twilight Drake pretty soon, so probably not a huge deal. Okay. Let's go ahead and use one of these. From your point of view, one should get their masters after they gain some work experience, even at entry level, because they can truly determine if they want to pursue the masters. It's a big commitment of time and money. Yeah, it's expensive. I mean, it's just as and it is a money-making program for some of the schools. All right. I guess I go for one Battle Rage. Yeah. I could use a rampage. Get rid of that. So he can't taunt it up. So rampage makes it a 4/5. I don't know. Then again, I could just save the rampage for the Worgen. And I can use this to trigger execute since it's already damaged already. So then I can do pyro this, execute, battle rage. That gets my card draw going. There's my charge. And I'm being kind of not really careful with the execute because I have the second one in hand. So just need my inner rage. Rage. I don't really want to execute it because I need to save execute for the taunt. And I'm not sure if he taunts up both. Oops, I guess it was right. So let me try this. Like this goes face. This sets up for the lethal. Or almost lethal. Okay. This is awkward on how to get through both now. Because one of them I can execute, but then the other one, how do I get through and charge? And I have to use one of the rampages? I guess I might as well execute it now. It's not like I'm gonna do anything else with it. Hey Vorkaz, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. You faced your access. Oh, it's the old Euraxis. I was like, oh man, he just gave us lethal. But yeah, I was thinking it's a new Euraxis because the new one doesn't set your health to 15. Oopsies. I have double charge. He thought he was safe. It's like, oh, I got rid of all the combo wombo pieces. What have you been doing all this time if not playing Hearthstone? Well, as I mentioned, I'm still at a startup, so it it really takes up a lot of energy and a lot of time. It's let's not keep those. I never felt like I had to work very hard in school, or like I tried working so hard in school. So I wouldn't say I knew what a long work week was. And then my first job, I also didn't feel like, I ever worked more than 60 hours a week or something. That would be a long week and that'd be a hard week, but never really felt like I try to push over that. And then joining a startup was the first time I actually did 80-hour weeks, and so that's double time. And but I did that out of, not because I had to, it's because I wanted to, and I felt like it was the right thing to do. But yeah, you don't have much energy to do streaming after an 80-hour week. Let me just tell you that. You're just resting on the weekend or like catching up on some sleep. Because I would still try to split it up. I still would like to have a weekend, and I tried to reduce work on the weekends. So what it actually meant was 80 hours on the weekdays. So you're working in 16-hour days, right? And so what was I doing? I was going to work at 6 a.m. and then staying until 10 p.m. Is that 10 p.m. sometimes midnight, but yeah, that's 16 hours, eh? 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. and just what else are you gonna do? You just go to sleep when you come back? Definitely not streaming. Let's start getting him down in hell because I have the second axe. Hey Jedi, how's it going? Don't they know and fear the name Lock Shadow to be playing Euraxis? Have you played against one of my buddies earlier? Or you played against one of my buddies earlier. It was a close game. Which buddy was it? Were you spectating? But yeah, welcome guys. But I do hope that people can find that in their career, like finding a thing that you actually enjoy, going to work and spending that much time. Because if you don't, you're gonna be miserable at the end of the experience, and that's not worth it. But I can say I'll come out of this, whether it's good or bad. I don't regret doing it. So, it's not for the money, because if it doesn't work out well, then you'd be better off money wise working at a normal job, not a startup. But it's on my bucket list, and since I'm in the Bay Area, I've always wanted to be part of a startup. And then for some people it's basically like a fever. They can't work for anything besides a startup, and I can see why. You get the small company feel. Everybody has to carry their weight. Everybody's contributions matter. What's your startup about? It's in the semiconductor business, so it's doing inspection or metrology as well. Basically, making sure the quality and making sure there are no defects and issues with the products that go out. And it's kind of a shift. So you all know about the whole shortages and stuff going on, infrastructure issues, and they need to expand. So it's not a bad area to be in right now. Um, and although it's like not helping it directly, like making sure the quality of everything goes out. Like if you have a shortage, you want to make sure your manufacturing yields are high, right? You don't want to waste any material with, especially with a shortage. Best part of startup is no middle management. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty flat, but I guess I'll say that not all startups started like that either. Like surprisingly, some startups can have a bunch of middle management for some reason or bureaucracy, but that's just stupid. Let's keep one slam. I don't want two. Like the whole advantage of the startup is to move fast and break things, right? So if you start applying big business practices too soon when you're not really at that stage yet, then I think you just lose your whole advantage. I just trade loot hoarders. Do you feel appreciated at work? Yeah, yes and no. Um, you know, some people get better bosses than others. I'm lucky. I've been lucky in all my jobs that I've had good bosses. So no complaints from me, but not everyone's that lucky because I know some people, same company, but they just have a different boss and their experience is totally different. But I guess that's another thing I really like learning. At least this experience, I'm having a chance to like lead a team rather than just work. My previous job is mostly just working, but this one I actually have an opportunity to lead a team. And when you get that opportunity, um, it's not just about. It's a very different mindset. It's not just about yourself. Like being an individual contributor, you just want to be an expert in your field, and you want to do your job very well. You want to be the best person, right? Um, but being like leading a team, you really think about how do you multiply your impact? How do you like your goal is to help your whole team succeed and help them be more efficient and do things better. So thinking in that way, obviously, if you do it well, it's good for you too. Like you can be selfish, and yes, it's good for your career growth. But thinking really on behalf of making your team grow and making other people succeed, you don't have to get the credit. You don't have to do everything yourself, and it's a very different mindset. I like it though. And as I've heard from other mentors in the past and other people I worked with, being a good manager, you can still think selfishly, as in, if you want to keep rising in your career and your ranks, then the only way for you to do that is for the people you manage to also grow. Because think about it. Um, let's say you're a manager, you want to go to the next level, you want to be a senior manager, or you want to be a director. Then each level you're climbing, you got to have the equivalent of the others be below you to do your old job, right? So how do you do that? You get your people to also become managers and also become directors, and then eventually you keep going up, right? So even if you wanted to be selfish about it, it also still works in the same way. Uh, let me keep an armor smith in case I get another whirlwind effect, so I can get more battle rage value. Hey Shumi, how's it going? Do you feel you're compensated value fairly for the amount of work you put in? Well, obviously not for the 80 hours a week. Doing that stuff, that's not for the money, because I'm not getting overtime. I'm not getting any of that. So, um, yeah, those aspects, I'm not doing it for the money. But no complaints about the I think for a startup, it's fair, right? They don't have unlimited resources. They're no Google, they're no Facebook, so I never expected that. Shoot. May have to just... I don't know if I really want to do the inner rage for extra card. I might have to, because I really need the whirlwind effect. Okay, second battle rage. There's the pyro. I think I need to save the execute for this guy, so I can't use it on this. And these guys can get cleared with the pyro anyways. In school holidays, so study plus full-time work. I'm really impressed. I have a coworker, he's a full-time student and he's doing work, and that always impresses me when people can handle that, especially when like it gets busy at work and like yeah, getting busy at work and in school, like let's say end of the quarter for work and also like finals time. It's kind of crazy. All right, so I can get 3 whirlwind effects off. Can I get the... Let's see. So that's 9, right? And that would take care of everything. So do slam on this guy. All right. Board is clear. It's been years since I saw you stream. I'm glad you still stream. I'm also playing good old OTK Warrior. Yeah, how's it going? Glad you can make it and still remember the stream. I'm guessing everyone that's in here is are in here because they followed before. Anybody in here that's like not a follower? Okay, I think I have to go for the cold lights now. And am I gonna have to combo twice? That's incredible. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to throw 2 combos. And just hope he doesn't have another... Oh, he's played both Feral Spirits. So unless he's playing Argus or the Fly Swatter. No Fly Swatter, please. Hard balance is I usually sleep as soon as you get home. Yeah. When you work, you just want to... When you go back, you don't want to do homework when you get back. Interesting how they changed the spell power totem to the strength totem. Yeah, I think it's... I think it's because they have a lot more... oh, thank God it's not taunt. They have a lot more spell power synergy, right? Are you fortunate enough not to have any other obligations besides work and sleep, or just good that with your good with your time management skills? Okay, so I'll also say that I am fortunate to be able to do those kind of things, like for example, working 80 hours a week. How can you do that if you have a family, or if you need to take care of your parents, or there's something else in your life you need to take care of. You have a pet, so obviously not everyone can be doing that. Yeah, so luckily or not luckily, some people say that's not healthy, and you should never work that kind of schedule, right? So But I think it's a period of my time like because I know startups they can really be demanding like that, and to get full benefit, you should put in the hours. And there's a period of time where I can do this, and I want to do that. So if I waited a few more years, like I might not have the situation where I can do that. So it's also about timing. Thanks for the comfy stream. I'm sorry for the potato internet. Like it's still something that I wish I could just like have smooth frame rate. Um, but given that like I stream at most once a week and not very frequently, I feel like it's kind of I'm not really willing to make the jump up because you have to make a pretty significant jump in the internet package to get the upload speed for Xfinity. So I haven't quite made that jump yet. But yeah, have a good night and enjoy the weekend. Trying wild deck, but mage and wild is pretty disgusting. What is mage and wild like? Is it like all spell mage with even crazier stuff? All right, see you, Budapest. This is X. How old are you? I am in my 30s. In my still before mid 30. How's that? Does that give you a good enough range? I think I just have to do a Wild Pyro Whirlwind. Yeah, when you do the I don't know, grad school, especially if you're doing PhD, it just takes so much time out of your life that you know you don't feel that old in the sense of compared to your counterparts that just they go straight to work after college, and by the time you're done with school, maybe they're already married, they have kids, you know, they settled down. So and you feel like your life just got started. So it's kind of a yeah, different feel. I kind of want to do this so there's no abusive Dark Iron Dwarf. Easy clear of that. Mage is a spam with double Flame Winker. Yeah, that's annoying. Always hated that. Flame Winkers. Mingri. That's interesting. He's really not. You're not worried about dying. All right, let's do the slam first. I can do inner rage on this to do the battle rage. I'll do second slam. Organ charges 5. Druid is also pretty broken with the new spell. What is the new spell? I'm actually embarrassingly poor versed in the new cards. After a while, just because it's getting really expensive to get all the cards, and yeah, standard. Also, one thing I'm not sure about, and maybe some people in this chat know, is like, um, for the next expansions, since we stop earning gold, right? Like we stop earning gold until you hit level 100 or something, or is it 100 or 200? I forgot. 100. Anyways, you have to hit a certain number of levels in the new leveling system before you start collecting gold naturally. Otherwise, you have to wait until that resets. But in the meantime, there are gonna be other expansions that come out, right? So, doesn't that mean you have to pace yourself on the gold? Like, for example, for this time, I didn't just drop all my gold on the new expansion packs because I felt like, oh, shouldn't I budget some gold to buy some packs for the next expansion? Because I might not have natural gold income by then. So I feel like they're screwing up free-to-play players. Celestial alignment. Oh, set each player to 0 mana, set the cost. Yeah, okay. That's pretty annoying. Well, it's annoying when your deck is not built for that, right? Hearthstone scene changed a lot. Most top streamers that were normal are no longer here. And also there's a lot of split too, right? Like then the whole Battlegrounds further split the streaming community, so a lot of people just only stream Battlegrounds. Yeah, eventually people get bored of the game. I'm curious at what point do they stop making expansions and go with like a whole new base game. But I guess the concept of like a video card game doesn't really go away. It doesn't necessarily change. You can just put in new modes and stuff. Issue is they use that, then re-ramp up, and it's an OTK deck with Mali. Ah, I see. Damn that druid and ramp. Seems kind of wasteful to drop the pyro into it. Right deck code, please. Yeah, sure. Normally, I will post these onto the YouTubes. Why is this frozen? Bad turn for Coldlight? I don't necessarily like dropping Coldlight so early. What just happened? Are my animations just broken? What the heck is going on? What is going on? Let me restart my my Hearthstones. That's so weird. It didn't really seem like an internet issue. That seemed like a glitch issue. Alright, let me try to copy this code again. That's a deck code. What just happened? I guess I didn't whack that. That's what happened. Oh, thanks, Shumi. Somebody that actually knows how to. Is Nightbot even in? Is it just add? Probably just the syntax is different. Nightbot is in the channel. Alright, let me drop the cold light this turn then. There's my Worgen. I could just re-axe. 26, he's at 29. I have axe. So we're doing pretty well. Oh. Yay, it worked. Did you actually? No, it's you. Oh, commands add, not command add. I see. Need like debugging console in here. What? What? Does it really have lethal? Like the next turn? Or yeah, like I assume he has double combo, but okay. Is he actually gonna have another innervate combo? That'd be kind of sad to lose that way. Love me some command prompt. Moist Kumquat. I played against this person quite a few times. Oh. So he knows. He knows what we're up to. I hope he doesn't have a second combo. I'm paying attention. You pay attention now. Alright, getting there. Almost there. So close. I didn't hit Legend last season with Classic, so this will be the first Classic Legend. I always forget the switches, but luckily command prompt be handy like that. Yeah, the what do you call it? I usually use Python, so yeah, when you're using Python and you're using, you know, Windows directories, then hey, Shumi, thanks for the host. Thanks for testing my host alert. Alright, we're keeping Pyro, we're keeping Slam, Acolyte. Nami num num. I miss. I've been watching a lot of food videos these days. Like, I don't know why I do it. And also I don't know why I do it before I sleep because I get really hungry. Um, I've been watching this guy called Mike Chen. Mike Chen. Um, yeah, I think he runs a good channel. I really like the content he makes. But all that steak and like barbecue makes me really want to go out. Pretty good starting hand. Would have been better if oh, all right. It's fine. I think I have to drop the pyro though, right? Maybe not. Maybe just this is good enough. Had ramen for the first time ever recently. It's so filling. Did you get it to go, or you start going to in-person dining? The only issue with to go, I feel like you do have to eat it right away. I feel like the noodles get pretty clumpy if you don't do that. Oh, that's nice. Guess this goes face, right? And then coin. And I think I rampage just to keep the pyro alive. In person, place called Ramen Ria. Ramen Ria. Is it kind of like what do you call it? The like personal booths and stuff, or do they have tables and you can sit in a group? What's that famous Japanese one called? Where you go sit in a booth, you take the thing from the vending machine. That's how you get your ticket. It's pretty famous. I went to the actual one in Japan. It was definitely, I got that experience, and it was kind of weird. Like when you get served and you don't even see a waiter. You just see something like pull up. Here's your bowl, and then they say stuff. Like it's always in Japanese, even though even if you're talking English, right? It's always in Japanese. Yeah, I feel like those are some non-creative ways to make the game more challenging. Let's keep this combo. You just go this. Hope no hex. I don't know. This is one of the cases where I'm not gonna do that because my hand has no card draw at all. I feel like I need to get one, if not two, card draw, or if not three, if I do double whirlwind from the acolyte. Hey Maynard, GG's. Were you the rogue earlier? The good rogue sap. Oh yeah, Mokatad. Yep. Played. I don't know if both times were Druid match. Was it Druid matchup? Or were you playing Zoo? I thought you were playing Druid. What the heck? What are you doing? How about this then? And I think I do this. Yeah. Yep, GG's. Oh, tank both. Take both. Nice. Alright, so we can do Acolyte Slam Whirlwind. Let's see, there's another version I like, but alright. Got all the ingredients, missing Worgen. And missing 1 mana. For the Crusade. Yeah, Smork Shaman used to be a thing, huh? Not sure about the Cold Light here. Don't think that's so smart. I'm saving Pyro in case he plays another Feral Spirit. Hey, there's Worgen. Thanks, DM Stewart. Thanks for the advertisement. I'm sure that's totally legit and compliant with TOS. Alright. Final boss, second time. Redemption music. I think we're meant to get legend. Sorry, I'm blazing. Well, we got the Armor Smith, got the Slam. Looks good to me. Did you move or something? Different background? People said I look like I'm in a prison, or the walls are too bare. People don't like the new background. I don't really want to use the Whirlwind yet. See if I can catch a couple. Sometimes they have the Wolf Riders and... Well, actually, yeah, Face Hunter has a bunch of 1 health things. Abusive Sergeants and all that. This one just slammed, though. Where's the Black Rock Mountain layout, too? Black Rock Mountain layout. You mean my, like, old layout? In Isolation Hotel? Kind of. Has anyone done like a true isolation hotel? I don't really like the cold light stuff. And I wish my armor smith could get more value. Okay, let's go for the cold light instead. I don't think I can afford to just have armor smith not get the super duper value. The only isolation hotel I did was in Europe, and that wasn't really even a isolation hotel. I think the only places that really do it are Asia, right? I don't know if other places really do a true where you can get fined or arrested if you actually leave. Always Huffer. Can I just get double armor smith? Well, since I have Pyro, I guess I was thinking about using the Inner Rage, but maybe I just use the other Whirlwind like this. Maximize the card draw. Just admit that you're in prison. Oh, yeah, in New Zealand it's pretty strict, right? Do I give him the extra charge? Because it looks like he's waiting on it. I think I can get him to use the charge when I play the armor smith, though. There's a Worgen. I think I don't use the Rampage then. I think I just use Battle Rage. And since I use coin, then I don't have lethal next turn. Like I could, that was one consideration to trying to set up the lethal by hitting face. But now I want to set up lethal, and we'll play around misdirection with this. I was super happy I got the super spicy achievement on Battlegrounds. Take no losses or battle damage. High roll demons with Reno. Nice. Wait, so what did you use for Reno? What did you get? Reno's a golden one, right? Like you can get a golden something. Yes, let's get legend. Yobo is the Battlegrounds expert in the family. Alright, let's do it. Let's get the Legendarino. So, like, yeah, for demons, what would you want to set golden? Or when would you go for a golden something? On the deal 1 damage to you, gain stats for every demon you play. Oh, so you did that pretty early on then? Or used it on something early? Hey, Coolcom. Yep. We're trying to hit legend with Organ. Yes, we're a family. I think my opponent doesn't have a very family friendly stream name. Wonder if I keep the Pyro or the coin on this, or just the Whirlwind's enough. Maybe the Whirlwind's enough for the Acolyte activator. The Jesse Pinkman minion. First turn usually dictates if you can do the achievement or not. Ah, I see. So you basically just make sure, yeah, you absolutely can't lose. So it costs 0 mana, make it golden, and then you... If you make it golden, what are the base stats? Are the base stats already elevated? So like it always wins round 1? Draws also cancel. Oh wow. Cannot draw. So you knew about that achievement? It's something that you were actively going for? I think this is okay. I have a Battle Rage as a follow-up if I don't draw multiple from this. Like even if it's deadly poison, then is he gonna face tank this? Oh, that's nice. Do I need to be greedy about going face here, or just trade? I think I just trade. Let's not get into trouble here. We're doing fairly good on, like, you know, having the cards drawn. Oh, and he would have healed. Alright. Face to place. Famery eventually, right? Was one of the last general ones you needed. It's a 2/6 golden compared to 1/3 non. Oh, I even forgot like the health was increased. That's because they were buffing the demons a little bit, right? Okay, well, we have a lot of damage already. And then I can do a second round of like Battle Rage stuff. Although I need an activator first with the Pyro. We need the second Inner Rage. Or just get an axe. Yay. I guess just drop the Pyro for fun. Oh, okay. It always doubles, I see. Am I right that this warrior can't win over control warrior? No. It can win. And I would say... I don't know, it's a fair matchup. You just have to throw combo at their face twice, right? Instead of just a single time. Alright. Legend! Let's see what potato rank we are. Not that potato, because I don't think a lot of people play play classic. All right, so that's free to play to legend, mostly. But honestly, I think this deck had the best win rate out of all the decks, so you might as well climb with this deck to legend. If they have faceless, you die. Oh yeah, I've had stuff where. No, you don't throw the big wargun at them first, right? You throw the smaller wargun at them first, get them down, and then you throw the big wargun for the OTK. So even if they have faceless, it's okay. It's higher than you. All right, cool. That was fun stream, fun climb. There were a lot of good games, a lot of close games. There were a lot of close calls too. Sometimes we won those, sometimes we lost those, but yeah, that's part of the game. All right, so I'm gonna wrap that up. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the follows, and I will pass on a host to somebody. Let's see who's on. I saw it's Tyler. I haven't said hi to him for a long time, so go check out Tyler. All right, and have a good night, you guys. Oh, this win rate for this deck. I didn't capture. I missed like 11 or what did I have? I had like a 11 or so win streak that wasn't captured on this. It's 69%, you know, technically on the deck tracker. So 69% win rate. So it's 20-9, but add in like, yeah, a couple like 10 wins or something. Okay. Have a good night, you guys.